Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Now, we are getting very close to the official roadmap unveil of Star Wars by Disney CEO Bob Chapek at Star Wars Celebration of 2022. Next year is going to be a big deal because we're going to be learning a lot more about new Star Wars shows and movies and exactly when they're going to be arriving, in which order, in terms of what Star Wars TV shows are going to be releasing before or after other ones out there. And we're going to be learning more about exactly Disney's overall approach of how they're going to be respecting Star Wars in a different way than ever before. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. We do post a couple of fun and entertaining things on there from time to time and interact with you guys further. So if you thought a lot of twists and turns ended with Episode 9 or just the sequel trilogy as a whole, you guys can actually look forward to a lot of more great things coming our way for the Star Wars universe, of course, when it comes to new Star Wars TV shows, new Star Wars movies. But specifically, what's going on with The Mandalorian Season 3, as well as other Star Wars TV shows, is going to be a big deal for the Mandoverse at large, because John and Dave are currently brewing a major twist and/or turn that is actually said to be bigger than the I am your father moment. We're going to be diving into that a little bit more, as well as a big scene that is currently being planned, with sets already being built for, of course, a lot of things that have to do with the Mandoverse. That also we will be diving into in just a couple of minutes from now. So we do know that John and Dave are very much involved with a lot of these new Star Wars projects, not just the shows, but also the new Star Wars lore. We're talking about the books, the novels, the comics, and more that's set to be released, like video games and such. That's really going to tie everything all together. So with that being said, of course, alright, with Bob Chapek getting ready to unveil the full roadmap of the Star Wars universe in 2022 that will unveil of what's to come in the years ahead, he is also planning big reveals for Disney Plus Day on November 12th that is going to be a big deal for the Star Wars fandom. However, recently, creator Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni recently met up with Bob Chapek in a very important meeting that took place a few weeks ago that is set to involve the placement of a big twist in the Star Wars universe that is aimed to be bigger than the I am your father moment from The Empire Strikes Back. Now, Favreau is described to include this big moment that will surpass the I am your father moment in the planned Mandalorian Season 4 for Disney+, and that the big revelation is set to involve Luke Skywalker's severed hand in a very unexpected way. Favreau is described to include Luke Skywalker's severed hand as a big plot device in the fourth and final season of The Mandalorian, where Favreau is said to be borrowing elements from Star Wars Legends in order to complete this huge revelation for the fandom to witness in 2023, and how it's going to change how fans view some of the key characters. Now, the use of Luke's severed hand is said to have and actually hold saga-wide implications, and that it will be a significant game-changing experience in the Star Wars world. Now, Favreau and Filoni also involved George Lucas to have a big role in creating this historic twist in Star Wars to make things just right. Now, additionally, Favreau is already getting ready to film a major scene for The Mandalorian Season 3 sometime during December that is going to involve a special moment for Luke Skywalker showing off a brand new Force power inside of his Jedi training temple. It's unclear what the new Force power will entail or will it be labeled as however the scene's structure is set to involve a full-on training session, with his Jedi students and even Luke introducing Grogu to the Jedi Academy and his students. Grogu is actually said to also show off his use of the Force in front of Luke Skywalker in the scene that is set to have an Order 66 flashback moment that Luke will witness by digging into Grogu's mind in a similar fashion to what Luke did to Ben Solo in The Last Jedi scene. Now, a scene of Order 66 is said to be recreated in January for The Mandalorian Season 3 that will be filmed with sets already being built that are going to take place in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Now, the flashback is set to feature ambiguous shots of Anakin Skywalker as well, making his way out of the Jedi Temple after the defeat of the younglings. Disney is said to be recreating an Order 66 scene for Luke to experience to learn new clues about dark memories that are deep within Grogu's mind that will bring a new light to the prequel trilogy films. Now, both John and Dave are aiming to make this a decent 2-minute scene that takes place in the Jedi Temple that will recreate the lore that Grogu was actually in the temple during Anakin Skywalker taking down the younglings. Now, obviously, I highly doubt that Disney's going to feature a recreation of the younglings getting destroyed by Anakin Skywalker. I don't believe that you're going to see that, for reasons, of course, because it's Disney and all, but maybe I'm underestimating that. I still don't believe that they're going to show that. But what they are doing, from what's actually being put together right now for this new Order 66 scene, basically they are recreating the moment in which Anakin Skywalker takes down the younglings, is that they're going to show us what happens after Anakin Skywalker destroyed them, and Anakin Skywalker making his way out of the temple, and exactly where Grogu was during that moment when Anakin was making his way out of the temple on Coruscant, right? So that's what their ultimate goal is, that they want to create new dark memories that are going to surface from Grogu's mind into Luke Skywalker's mind, learning more about what's bothering Grogu, right? And this is going to also really give Luke more knowledge about what happened after the events of Order 66, or during it, of course, right? So that, to me, I think is very on point by John and Dave to kind of give us nice callbacks to the prequels. And even Dave Filoni said that Mandalorian Season 3, it's going to have a lot of prequel trilogy callbacks. And this definitely falls directly in line with that. It makes a lot of sense, to say the least. Now, here's the other big deal, is that this I Am Your Father surpassing moment that's going to be created for Mando Season 4, which is, by the way, aimed to be the final and last season of The Mandalorian before they evolve the story of Din Djarin in another TV show. This is interesting, because it's going to involve Luke Skywalker's severed hand. This most likely is in conjunction with what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, of what they are planning to do with a Luke Skywalker clone in The Mandalorian Season 4. It really seems to be going hand in hand with that. No pun intended. When we look at everything related to what's going on with Mando Season 4, they are planning to use that story element from Star Wars Legends of incorporating a Luke Skywalker evil clone to take on the regular Luke. Now, is that the only big twist and turn that's going to involve Luke Skywalker's severed hand? Who knows? Because, like I say, the severed hand is said to also involve saga-wide implications. A Luke clone alone in Mando Season 4 isn't necessarily a saga-wide implication. Yes, it is a big ripple in the actual Star Wars universe that's going to create something big, but it doesn't necessarily create a saga-wide implication. There's obviously something more to Luke's severed hand than just creating a Luke clone in and on itself. So, like I say, guys, let me know what you think about all this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.